It seems to be call-out season on Instagram or social media lately. Everybody is calling out or being called out. Especially if you are in media, it seems like as if there's a big bullseye on people's back. Over the weekend or over the past week, we've had the twins, Peter and Paul. One of them got divorced and everything. And we've had Two-Face and Annie Dibia. And lately, only just from yesterday or the day before, was Nedu and his ex-wife, Uzo, I think is her name.
All going at it.
Now, I'm not going to go into the particulars of the instances or what's going on inside of these marriages and all of that. But my question is the use of social media, the use of that public jury as a, seeming tool. Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm not with it. I don't know what you think.
So I've always wondered about it, and I've actually wondered about if I would use it for anything like that myself. So that kind of reflection, like what exactly did they expect to gain from it? And sometimes, okay, so using social media could go two ways. It could be construed as a joke or something less serious than it actually is, or it could be taken overly serious. Now, you never know what is going to happen once a story breaks.
Right, in the case of a marriage, that's a serious business. So putting out stuff that happens inside of a marriage is not a play
You're
thing.
Never sure how it could go. Some people could even put out things as a joke and then it goes awry. Some people put out things that are serious and then it gets turned to a joke. And you don't want anyone to, for any reason, turn your marriage to a joke.
Yeah, well, putting it on social media, first of all, is a joke. Is what I feel. I mean, there's no such thing as a perfect marriage. Let's get that out the way.
Of course.
And if you subtract social media from 20 years ago, how did people used to take care of their marriages? It would be in the confines of, privacy. Yeah, perhaps maybe one or two people, which some people suggest would be people who are either your counselors or your parents to help. Or putting it out there for everybody to see is like having a bowl of feathers, and putting it on somebody's doorstep and expecting them to open the door in the morning to see all the bad things they've done, if those feathers represent that. The wind is just going to take it out. Now, by the time you guys settle all your issues, how are you going to go back and start
picking all those feathers?
Where are you going to find them? Where have they gone? Who's used them to clean their ears and stuff like that? Tickle other people's ear and everything. So that's my thing with social media.
Putting it out there has always actually been a thing, even with the traditional press of back in the day, the tabloids, the original paparazzi.
Not as bad as now.
But, well, I'm talking about those who had a lot of visibility, Those guys were everywhere putting things out, but they were also investigating. They were also putting a lot more effort into it.
You mean back then, yeah?
Yes, back then.
Because right now,
there's no investigation. There's just assumptions and judgments on the spot.
To touch the fringes of the last instance with Nedu and his wife, where she put out something and then he put out a very damning rebuttal, you'd find that the facts were kind of like skewed in her favor from before, and even we're not even absolutely sure what his would. There's always two sides to every story, and inside of every story there are always little nuances that make it go left or right. So facts, social media, guerrilla journalism, everybody went on it. What's her name? Blessing CEO's gone on it. This one's gone on it. Everybody's gone on it. It's become like an industry where everybody's just simply waiting for your thing to go wrong so they can mouth off on it. Is that what it's called?
Clickbait.
First time I've heard about that.
Clickbait, looking for something to draw attention to your pages, and stories like this are clickbait. Do not, in my opinion, you should not let your story become clickbait.
Yeah,
something someone else is going to use to make money on their pages.
Yeah, exactly.
Try and resolve these issues privately as much as possible.
All the advice they're giving are not altruistic. They're all just selfish, honestly, if you ask me. Tell you what, hey, keep your private business private. Keep it off social media, please. You can resolve it. No marriage is perfect. We'll tell you that for a fact.